this video, we'll cover how to create repeating shifts and add tasks to them. To start, you'll need to be in the scheduler. This is the first option at the top in your left-hand navigation menu. There are two ways to start a series of repeating shifts in ShiftCare. The first way is to locate the date that you want your series to start and the staff member that you want to assign this to, and click on that square directly in the schedule. The second way is to click the Add Shift button in the top right corner of the screen. No matter which way you choose, the shift settings tray will open up for you to start entering your details for the shift. Starting at the top, you'll add your client. This will auto-populate the price book and the address that are defaults on this client's profile. You can change them at this time if you need to change this for this series of shifts. You can select a shift type. These can be customized in your account settings. You can add allowances to the shift to be claimed by the staff member, things like expenses or mileage. And now we'll adjust the time and location settings for the shift. Check the first date here to make sure this is when you want this shift series to start. Adjust your time. For example, we'll use a standard 9 to 5. And then for our repeating series, we want to click the repeat box. This will reveal all of our settings for creating this recurring shift series. We'll start by selecting a recurrence frequency. In our case, we'll leave it at weekly. We want this series to repeat every 1 week, but you have the option to choose every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and beyond if you so choose. And then you select the days that this shift will recur on. Let's set up a standard Monday to Friday. And then we'll select the end date for our shift series. Let's set this one up for 1 week. What we now have here is a series of repeating shifts that will start on Monday the 24th and end on Friday the 28th. 9 to 5 every day, Monday to Friday. Scrolling down, we can now select the staff member that will be on this shift. Checking off the Notify Carer box will make sure that this staff member receives an email about these shifts being added to their schedule. At the very bottom, you can add instructions on the shift or valuable details about the shift to inform the staff member what they can expect or what might be needed from them during this shift. These instructions will appear on the shift in the mobile app for this staff member. Now to add tasks to these shifts. We'll navigate to the Advanced Edit section for this shift series that we're creating. On the right side of the screen, we have tasks. Here we can add tasks one by one, creating a checklist on the shift for the staff member to check items off in the mobile app. If you have an important task that must be performed during the shift, you can make it mandatory. You can make as many tasks as you want mandatory, but what this does is that the staff member will not be able to clock out of their shift unless this task is checked off the list. This task list will show on every single shift in the series that we're about to create. Once we're done with the tasks, we'll click Save. You've now created these shifts for the client and staff schedules. These shifts will now appear in the staff member's schedule in the mobile app, where they can clock in and out of them and see the details.